now steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 10. And going right back to Walker.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. Down the sideline he goes.
And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Harvey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try it with Bidet.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Tyler Beatty
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is? Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Darnold. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And shutting him off now open field. 31 yards there and a first down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Seattle.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Darnold.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On play action, here's Nix.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Hey, we're going good. Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Kill.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4.
2-12.
Again, it's Harvey.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Third down and 6.
Throwing Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down and 8.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Third down and 6.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Here's Darnold.
He'll try and do this himself. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
To throw is Darnold.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Second and 4.
Darnold to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now it's Nix.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh my shot! Kill! Ready!
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
42-yard attempt.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers kicking off for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive.
There he goes, left side.
He's on his way.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
R.J. Harvey.
77 yards.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
What's good on the extra point? And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Seahawks, nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Darnold now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Back to throw, Darnold.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Darnold.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Hold on, set. Ready. Shanahan. Shanahan. Shanahan.
They'll go play action with Nix.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted.
Picked off by Nicky Manwari.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Lady.
A shotgun snap for Darnold.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Keep going, no, keep going.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10.
On first down, he dropped to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Darnold from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Red 80. Real side. Red 80.
They're going to look to throw.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
On 4th down, Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Here we go, here we go.
A gain of 12 yards.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Walker.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Walker once more. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Seahawks 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Bidet. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is caught by Bryant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Nix from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So that, not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Here's first and 10. Darnold to throw. Open man is Barner, the tight end.
And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34.
And the Seahawks first down.
Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah.